have you seen that most times you will have people, when you talk to them about stress management, they will say, I'm not stressed at all. But you look at their face, you know it is written stress. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಕೋಪನೇ ಬರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು I don't get angry at all. Who told you? And even that they can see with so much of anger. Have you noticed? All of us have these kind of people around us. They could be in your families, they could be at your workplace, they could be you yourself. Yes or no? And that's because the other problem with stress is people who are stressed don't realize that stress is part of their life. Because the mind has this amazing, amazing skill to cover up these things. And you know, from the time we are very young, we have all been taught. You know, if something is not okay with you, cover it up. You don't have to tell the world. You don't have to tell yourself. In today's world, there is a word for it. It's called toxic positivity. That means what? Things are not okay, but you are lying to yourself that it is okay. Now, what happens when you lie is that there is denial. I am not stressed. Second, I am becoming fat. I am not fat. Your blood pressure is hitting the roof. I don't have, my health is perfectly alright. Let's get another 3 puris on the plane. Yeah. So it keeps happening to all of us. So we live in denial. Denial is never what happens is that we don't take action. We don't take action to correct the problem, which is stress. And therefore, before you realize it, before you come out of your denial mode, life shows it to you very hard. Right? Now you may wonder, what am I talking about stress, Anta? What am I talking about stress? What do you mean by stress? I want to ask all of you, how do you identify stress? I gave you one example. I spoke about anger. People are angry and cribbing and shouting and all that. But what is your definition? I want to understand. How have you observed stress in people? Anybody answers? Anxiety. Okay, people feel anxious inside, panic attacks. Okay, what else? They keep fidgeting. Okay, what else? Very true. What else? Something that whenever something is happening outside your comfort zone, you get stressed. Okay, but how do you identify stress? See, if a bone is broken, in the X-ray, it will show that the bone is broken. Right? Headaches. Okay, very nice. What else? What else are your identifications of stress? Anybody? Sorry, sir? Blood pressure, yes. Lifestyle diseases, very good. What else? Short temper, okay. Fear, okay, very nice. Blood pressure. All of you are very sweet people, huh? Nobody's talking about diabetes. Huh? Okay, very nice. What else?
Sweat.
Work pressure. Yeah, work pressure is there. How do you know that stress is causing this?
Sweat.
You start sweating. Do you notice there are so many small signals that your body is telling you are stressed? Yeah. You know, 30-40 years ago, we did not have so many lifestyle diseases. Blood pressure, Ajitaka will get it. Yes, sir. Today, people at 25 are having hypertension issues. Yes, sir. There was no concept of diabetes, right, in youngsters. But it's absolutely there. We're talking of juvenile diabetes. We, as a society, we have come to a point that children are feeling stressed. Yes or no? Just look around. And all of you are from the academia. You know how your students feel. You know how your co-faculty feel. Look, work pressure has always been there. Understand, we are a country where we have got independence 75 years ago. I mean, your grandfather generation, my grandfather and their grandfathers, they have struggled to survive. Yes or no? How many of you have all these stories? And hello, they were doing it with half a dozen siblings and half a dozen children or 1 dozen children. Not like our generation, you know, one, two, hum do, hamare do, khane ka char. Yeah, it's a different ballgame altogether. Yet, they didn't suffer from the lifestyle diseases that you and me can potentially get in this lifetime. Thyroid, hormonal imbalances. Nobody even knows spelling of hormones. Today, every third person, whether it is male or female, is suffering from hormonal issues. Why? There is stress in the food. How do you eat your food? Yes or no? How do you sleep? Other family WhatsApp groups are liquid to yeah, all your family WhatsApp groups are very active in the night. All of this shows up. When you wake up in the morning, you wake up feeling fresh, wanting to do something for yourself, wanting to do something for the country. No, you don't. 90% of the time you wake up and say, oh, one more day I have to go to college. Your professors also say the same thing, your students also say the same thing. People in the house also say the same thing. Yeah? So these are all signals of stress that your body is giving to you. What is the most intelligent thing to do? You face it and manage it. You know, I was once in a talk where I was talking, I was actually in a fireside chat and I was interviewing this lovely doctor. His name is Dr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar and he heads breast oncology at Gleneagles Hospital. So he was saying that when you walk in traffic, you wear a helmet, or when you're riding in traffic, you should definitely wear a helmet. So in today's world, you cannot avoid going out of the house at all. Yes or no? Because there is traffic, you cannot say, I'm not going out anywhere. It's very dangerous. You should wear a helmet. Like that, in today's world, you cannot avoid stress. That's the bad news. But the good news is that you can definitely manage stress. And in today's session, we are going to understand how. Is that a good idea? Yeah? If it's a good idea, all of you should clap nicely. Oh. You know, the session is at 3:30 in the afternoon. Perfect time for chai and samosa. And you people have been made to sit in this hall. This is the most boring, stressful part of your life today. Yes or no? But this is not the way you clap for it. How do you get rid of it? So we play a game. Okay? When I say start, you will start clapping. When I say stop like this, you will stop clapping. Shall we do that? Okay? Start. Stop. Start. No, wake up everybody. Start is only this side. Stop is this side. Okay? Sit everybody, come on. Sit straight on the chair. I'm going to be the professor for once. Sit straight everybody. Start. Stop. Start. Start. That is overperforming student. You know, you'll always have some people who sit in the first bench. Class ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು homework ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. Right? So, start. Stop. Start. And clap for yourself nice and loud. Very often I tell the audience, I play this game compulsory so that after the session, if you don't feel like clapping also, I will know once a chapale. Okay, very good. So let's understand a little about it and go into it in detail. What is stress? Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar, the founder of the Art of Living Foundation, has given a very beautiful definition to understanding stress. For me, this was the simplest way of understanding what is stress. Okay? So the first thing is that you have too much to do and too little time. Yeah? I want one volunteer from the audience. Just raise your hand. Who wants to volunteer for a question and answer? Anybody? Okay, what's your name? So Lata, what is the one favorite activity you like to do in a day?
Doing something like it would be like stitching.
Stitching.
Drawing something.
Very good. So we shall we stick to stitching for this example? Okay, so Lata loves stitching. She really loves to do stitching. Okay? If I give Lata a lovely dress to stitch, okay, I tell her, Lata, you have 1 week to stitch this. What would she do? She will look up designs on YouTube. Very dil se she will get into designing it. Then she will stitch it. Then she will try it out. Then she will make the alterations and she will enjoy the process. Yes or no? Supposing I come and tell Lata, Lata, here's your dress. You have 60 minutes to stitch it. Then what happens? Then the stress starts. Yeah? So in an ideal scenario, when we have enough time to do everything in our life, nobody gets stressed. You know? Like why are Ajis and some of the mothers, they used to enjoy cooking is because they had 6 hours to cook. Not like today's working woman where you have 45 minutes to pack 3 meals and all have to be healthy. Otherwise, one YouTube forward will come. Yes or no? Does it happen? Yeah. So the same task, when there is a tangent of time, when you have time on your x-axis, the whole value changes. The whole proportion changes and the whole understanding of stress changes. Are you with me on this? Yeah? So you have too much to accomplish but too little time. Then there is stress. The second thing, too much to do and too little energy. Yeah, I'm a volunteer. Who wants to volunteer this time? Is there okay? Oh, so both of you, let's say you are fighting each other. Who wants to answer? He will answer. Okay? Now, what's your name? Monica. So, Monica is doing her PhD. Okay, and what is your name? Revika. So, both of them, Revika and Monica, are doing their PhD. Okay? So, let's assume that both of them are submitting, they are working together on a similar thesis. Okay? Now, at 8 p.m. in the night, after handling a bunch of extremely naughty students, after taking care of all the deadlines that your HOD has given you, yeah, after catering to everything that your respective partners in the house or children in the house expect, at 8 p.m., whoever has the energy between the two of them to study a little more and document and write a little more about the thesis is the one who will end up finishing PhD in 5 years. Correct? The person who does not have energy at 8 p.m. after their regular life is not going to finish their PhD in 5 years. It will possibly take 10 years. Or they will give up on it. Yes or no? So when you have everything to do, but you don't have the energy to do it, then stress comes into your life. So let's assume in this case, Renuka Prasad is saying, I don't have the energy at 8 p.m. Is there going to be stress in his life or not? Because he wants to achieve something, but he doesn't have the energy to achieve it. Yes or no? Same situation, but different energy levels, different outcomes. So that is the second trigger for stress. The third trigger, too much to decide and too less clarity. Now this is a very, very common thing, especially in today's times when you have too much of options. More or less, lives have decisions to be made. Yeah, and what are your decisions revolving around? Your decisions revolve around your career. Yeah, it revolves around money. It revolves around relationships. It revolves around caregiving, children, elders, yourself. It revolves around health. Right? More or less, your decisions are the same. Around, may vary. I may want a 3 BHK in Indiranagar, you may want a 3 BHK in Jayanagar. But 3 BHK is a constant. So it happens. More or less, we all have to decide how to take care of our parents, how to take care of our children, how to take care of our own health. More or less, we decide the same. But what happens is that we have very little clarity. How should I do this? When should I do this? Whom should I work with to make this happen? Yeah, all of this happens. Then comes too much to stabilize and too less grounding. We have too many things which are constantly changing in our life. Too many things which are constantly changing in our life. But we don't know which is the anchor. And this is very, very common, especially in the corporate world. You don't know tomorrow morning which project you are going to be working on. In fact, in today's world, you don't know if tomorrow morning you are going to have your job. So there is no anchor. How will you take your decisions around it? You must have decided, oh, with this particular salary, this EMI I will be able to pay. But if there is no guarantee for the job itself, then what are you going to plan? So there is no stability. This is another reason why you are going to have issues. And the last thing, too much to grow and too less confidence. How many of you here want lots of money? Others don't want. No, raise your hand and give it to me. I don't have a problem. Yeah. So, how many of you want promotions? Listen, if you don't raise, you will not get it. Okay, crying babies get milk, especially in Kali Yuga, right? So you want to grow, but you don't have the confidence to grow. Have you noticed in the students sometimes? They attend interviews, they will be very good, but they go sit in the interview and then they don't clear it. Why students? Look at us as professionals, right? We want to present something. We want to go write a paper. We want to have a publication done. We want to talk about that publication in international forums. But we don't have the confidence. Does it happen? Is this, see, all the examples I'm giving it to you is something that all of us have seen in daily life. Yes or no? Yeah? So, too much to grow. You want to become the youngest PhD of the country. But you have no idea where to start. You have zero confidence that it will happen. So all of this leads to something called as stress. And all this becomes a basis for stress in your life. Now out of all of this, you tell me which is a fixed variable, which is a fixed parameter and which is a variable parameter. Time is same for everybody. Look at the first situation. Time is same for everybody, 24 hours. Does anybody have 25 hours? I can buy it from you. None of us have it. Yeah? What about too much to decide? More or less decisions are the same in everyone's life. We all have these 4 or 5 areas that we have to decide on. Is that a constant? Yeah. Too much to stabilize? More or less we have similar issues that we all have to stabilize on. Yeah? That's also a fixed parameter. Too much to grow? Pretty much standard, especially in the academia. You know, you will get it, you will be assistant professor, then this many papers you publish. Then after so many years, you will be promoted into this. Pretty much it's stable. What is the only variable parameter? Energy levels. Clap for. So there can definitely be more energy in the clap. Yeah? So the only variable parameter in all of this is the amount of energy. That is the only parameter that you can alter. Everything else is fixed. But by changing energy, it's like a moving asset. Yeah? By changing the amount of energy in your life, you can change the result of your life. You can change the result of all those things that we spoke about till now. Do you agree? Are you with me till here? Anybody sleeping? Anybody awake? You should say yes. Okay, don't say no. Okay, very good. So let's see. Let's understand where we get our energy from. There are 4 sources to our energy. This is very, very simple science. Okay. The first is food. This we know, right? Where do we all get our energy from? First source is definitely food. And if you love food, then you get double energy. Yeah. If you love more than that food, then you get some additional baggage also as part of your energy. Yeah, which is fine. Right? So food is one of your first sources of energy. There's a secret science about food. In fact, just food can be done as a 2 hours workshop. Especially in today's times, there's so much of science involved that people talk about. You know, the right amount of food is what gives you energy. Otherwise, it drains you out. Yeah? And how much do we need as human beings, as an adult? This is the amount of food that your stomach needs. Just as much as this. This is what your stomach can do. All of you do with this, your respective palm size, or not my palm size. So all of you do this. This is how much food your stomach needs. Now, when I show it like this, it means it is like this. It is not like this and like that. Okay? So this is how much your food actually needs. Your stomach actually needs to give you energy. How does it feel like, especially when you go for free food? Your HOD is sponsoring lunch and they take you to a very expensive restaurant and you will not spend so much from your pocket for sure. So then when you eat all of it, how do you feel? After that he comes back and he says, now go back and take the subject class. Why is everybody looking at sir? He's very nice. He gave me chips and tea actually today. So. Yeah? So, how does it feel like when you overeat? Do you feel very energetic or do you feel tired and lazy? Tired and lazy? Same thing. When you are eating food that doesn't suit you. For example, in today's world it's proven about how non-vegetarian food is very draining on your system. I'll give you scientific facts. It takes 72 hours for meat to digest in your body. Yeah? But you go to some place, have a nice yellow of vegetarian food. In 4 hours you're ready for the reception dinner. Yeah? ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಮುಹೂರ್ತದ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರು ಆಗಿ ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಕೂತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ಕೇಸರಿ ಬಾತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೋಂಡಾ in the evening followed by dinner in the evening. Yes or no? Vegetarian food just takes 4 to 6 hours to digest. So what happens when you keep food for 72 hours outside? Does it stay fresh? It gets spoiled. Now imagine the same thing inside your body. It releases a lot of toxins, and especially in today's time, there is so much of hormones pumped into that food, right? And that causes lifestyle diseases. So it is not a question of right or wrong here. It's about what you want. It is about knowing what you want. In fact, in Hindi, there is a saying: "Jaisa an, waisa man." What you eat is what you become. Yeah. So that's the first thing about food. On the contrary, if you're eating fresh vegetarian food, then the whole shift happens where you're feeling extremely energetic. Do you agree? Yeah. If you're feeling very lazy on a particular day, the next day you fast. It doesn't matter for whom you fast, which god you fast, for which person you fast. It really doesn't matter. It is a detox process. You fast and you will see the next day immediately your energy levels improve. Which is why our ancestors and all religions of the world have periods of fasting. They just attach it to a religious belief so that you don't bunk it. Mass bunk yeah, you don't mass bunk these things because they attach little religious elements of fear comes in, so you do it. Yeah? So that is with respect to food. So food consists of 3 types of food. The fresh food, which is sattvic food. The restless kind of food, which is food that makes you restless. Shri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, anything which is of extremes, which is too spicy, too salty, too much fried, too much bland, too much of astringent, the 6 states that we have, anything which is of extremes makes you feel very restless. Have you all realized, drink 5 cups of tea. How do you feel after that? Do you feel like, I want to meditate? You don't, you feel very restless. Yes or no? Caffeine makes you feel very restless. The only way sometimes you can stay awake in the afternoon is by drinking caffeine. But what does it do? It sends in a false signal to your nervous system that you are alert. Your body is not getting the rest. Which is why after too much of coffee, tea, you tend to feel very sleepy suddenly. 2 days a week and you are flat on the bed. Yeah? So that is with respect to food. So there is sattvic food, there is tamasic food, and there is rajasic food. Tamasic food is food that makes you lethargic. That is the first thing. The second thing is sleep. Okay? We underestimate the power of sleep. And I'm not talking about sleeping in the classroom. Okay? That's a different volume altogether. Yeah? As adults, we require 7 to 9 hours of sleep in the night for you to feel energized. Have you noticed sometimes you have these vacations, no? And then people tell you, I'm going to sleep on Friday night and I'm going to wake up on Monday morning. Yeah? You will get up on Saturday, you will eat something, go back to sleep. Then you watch TV, Amazon Prime, Netflix now for some time. Nowadays those have also entered our lives. Then go back to sleep. Then again get up, go back to sleep. Continuously, if you're sleeping for 15 hours a day, when you wake up, do you feel fresh? Imagine you haven't slept at all. And all of of us have been through that phase. You have to submit your project and you have 2 days left. And today you are opening it and saying, Jai Ganesha. Yeah, we've all done that, right? You completely stay awake, night owls. And then what happens on the third day? You are so irritable. You get irritated over the smallest things. Have you seen people who are very irritated, very cranky all the time? They will not get good sleep. And that will be the reason for it. How many of you have seen people like that? Now, if they don't sleep well, they get very irritable. Like you can just look at them and drop a plate and then explode. Yeah? So that is the second one, which is sleep. So 7 to 9 hours of good sleep is absolutely important. The third thing, I'll come to the third thing because we're going to go into that in a little bit of detail. The fourth thing is the happy mind. How many of you, now we will see how many of you are young at heart. How many of you feel very energized when you go and meet your old friends? Like good friends, like raise properly. Now, what is this confusing? You don't feel good when you meet your friends. Huh? You hardly meet any friends. Damn. Yeah? Okay, now you can put your hands down. Why do you feel so good with your friends? Is it because of your friends? Comfort zone. Okay, but what happens in a comfort zone? Mentally you feel relaxed. Yes or no? So a calm and a relaxed mind is a source of energy. The more calm you are in life, the more chill you are in life, the more energy you have to use. Now relate this. You see, there are some people around you, they will do so much of work. And they are generally very ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. But they keep doing all the work. Why? Because it's, listen, as engineers, we understand. It is energy. If you expend energy, where is the energy for you to spend it? And energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred from one form to another. So whatever inner energy you have, you are converting it into anger energy. Where is the energy for you to think creative? Yes or no? Yeah? So the fourth source is a happy state of mind. Breath. I'm going to touch upon this, but we will come back to this in detail. Right? Are all of you breathing? Sure? Otherwise, we have an emergency situation. Huh? So please make sure you are checking and you confirming that you are breathing. Now, incoming breath energizes the body. Actually, we play a game. Let's all stand up. Let's all stand up.
Okay, it's a little drama that we're going to do. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to imagine that you are going to lift a 25 kg rice bag. If you're a bodybuilder and 25 is very easy for you, imagine you're carrying 50. Okay, but carry something very big. Okay, they're all going to act it out, and this is very good for your camera, by the way. You should record all of them. Yeah. So he's smiling and he's already okay. So ready? Can I say on your mark, get set, go? Everybody pick up this very heavy rice bag. Come on. That's all. We should make a sound. What is it? You just carry it like that. Hello, people. Original acting, please. Okay. So again, carry it. You have to carry it on your back and you have to walk. Okay. Everybody has to walk around the hall with your rice bag. On your mark, get set, go. Carry. Come on. Go carry it. Sir. Sir, carry it like one hand. Superman should come to you for tuition. Okay, come on, everybody. Start. Carry. Now start walking around with it. Carry the rice bag. Walk. Everybody, walk. Oh, one more Superman, sir. He's walking so fast. Carry all the heavy bags. Very heavy, guys. 50 kgs. Okay, come back with the bag. I'm your zamindar now. Come back. Don't drop it. Hold the bag. Hold it. Like really heavy. Okay, now drop the bag. Done? Drop it. Feel like you're dropping it. Done? Now sit down around. I'll order a red tea for you.
Good. Was it very heavy? No. Sir, you carried it like this. Your strength I don't know from where it came. Yeah. So when you carry something heavy, did you notice what you very subconsciously did? You said, "Ah." Yes or no? And then when I told you to drop it, all those of you who did proper acting, okay, when you drop it, you say, "Ah." Did we all do that? Yeah? Why? Because we have an inbuilt system in us. Energy. When you breathe out, you relax. This is the nature of the breath. Is that incoming breath energizes the body, outgoing breath relaxes the body. If you had a big fight with somebody, after the fight is over, the person goes into the room, what do? What? Do we do that? You won't notice it because that time when you're fighting, you will not think, okay, I am relaxing with the outgoing breath. That doesn't happen. If only we had so much awareness, we wouldn't have got into the fight at all. Yes or no? Is everybody here? Yeah? So, incoming breath, the body is designed in such a way that when you need energy, you breathe in. Have you seen people when they are not well? How do they keep doing? Hmm. Hmm. Even people who are very old, they keep doing that. Why? Because your body is taking in additional breath and relaxing. Because inside the organs are working overtime with no pay. Okay, so you're working overtime, so the body takes the breath in and breathes out. Yeah. So incoming breath energizes the body and outgoing breath relaxes the body. I have a question for you. Is everybody okay till here? Are you with me? Yeah? Is it interesting or boring?
Yes.
Are you all learning something? You know you have an assessment after this? Now everybody is becoming serious. There is no minimum marks for passing, don't worry.
Maybe waiting for questions.
Questions. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So I have a question. How long can you stay without food? How much? Depending on the environment, okay, but normal regular human beings, 4 hours, okay. What else? How long can you stay without food? Maximum 1 day. Huh? Without water also you want to do? Okay. How long can you stay? 1 day. 1 day. If you really are in a situation where you're desperate, you're paying for your salary hike and nobody's giving it to you, 2 days you will pray and stay. Right? But that's the max. Yes or sleep? How long can you stay without sleep? 1 day? How many days? 1 day. Anybody else more than that? Not bad, yeah? Your lives are pretty comfortable. Yeah? Okay. How long can you stay without a happy state of mind? How long can you stay without a happy state of mind? Yeah. Some people live lifetimes like that. They don't even know that they are eligible to be happy in life. Yeah. Every moment you see, they just need to look. You need to look at their face, and you are like, oh my God. Yeah. All the time, the face is like. And you know, there are some people. They have lived in that expression so long that their face remains like that. All the time. Yeah? Yes or no? You know, somehow this side seems that they have found who that person is. They are actually taking very personally. Yeah? So people don't even know that they are eligible to have a happy state of mind. They live all life with complaining, worrying, shouting. It's such a bore. Sometimes I look at such people and say, why are you wasting your life like this? Yes or no? Yeah? Now you tell me, how long can you stay without the breath? 1 day? Please, come on. 2 hours? 4 hours? You'll stay without the breath. Without the breath. This is how we catch people who are not listening in class. You ask them out of syllabus questions. Yeah? Can you stay for 4 hours? Okay, 10 minutes here for my sake, please. 20 minutes, huh? Why make you stay more? Not even 100. I give you a free PhD. Can you stay without breathing? In fact, there is no value of that PhD once there is no breath. Yes or no? So that is the power of the breath. The best scuba divers can stay without breathing for 40 seconds. Not beyond that. Your brain will give up. Your entire system will shut down. Yeah? So, all the others you have choice. You have choice to eat or not eat. Somebody cooks uppit and what do you say? I don't want to eat. But I personally like uppit by the way, especially if it has avocado in it. Right? How many of you are from Bangalore? Local Bangalore? Okay, so then you know what is the feeling to eat avocado uppit. Right? You eat it only once a year and you eat it with full joy. Right? So, no matter what happens in your life, you cannot stay without the breath. Which is why nature has put it in you that you can energize yourself through the breath. Even without food, water, sleep, you can push. But without the breath, even for a moment, you are not energized. So with that, it means we can all increase our energy through the use of the breath. Right? So what we are going to do is experience this. I have some facts because we are all academia. I have some facts that I put together for you. You know that as adults we use just 30% of our lungs. Just 30% of our lungs. Babies when they are born they use up to 80 to 90% of their lungs. Today's babies, unfortunately, earlier when we used to cry, our grandmothers used to say, let the child cry. They say the lungs will expand, let the child cry. Today, quack, they put a sticker inside. It just has like, earlier they used to say when the baby is born, it should cry. Today's our generation still cries. Next generation, I think the moment it's born, the moment it opens its mouth, they put a sticker inside. Yeah? So, babies use 80 to 90% of their lungs. As adults, we use just 30% of our lungs. That is a fact number one. Now here's another news that you need to know. The good news is that 90% of our toxins from the system goes out through the breath. Almost 80 to 90% depending on the person. Right? The remaining 10 to 15% is through sweat, urine, feces and other liquids from the body. But otherwise, 80 to 90% of all the toxins in your body go out through the breath. Are you with me? Everyone here? Now 90% of the rubbish is leaving your system through the breath. But what are you doing? Using just 30% of your lungs. Which means your main drainage pipe, you are blocking it. If you don't know how to breathe properly. Now breathing properly or learning to breathe properly is called pranayama. Let's look at it like this. Pranayama is a subtle life force that keeps life moving. It helps, it aids your breathing. Pranayama means it's like an electrical circuit grid. You change a connection here and there and you can direct the electricity in a certain way. Yeah, remember we used to have all those laws, no? First year physics, no? Oh my god, I'm talking in front of electrical engineer. I should have opened my mouth. For me, it was an electric subject, so I got it. Yeah? So what happens is pranayama is what? When you change the circuit in such a way that energy passes in that direction. So pranayama is where you put attention in certain parts of your body, keep certain postures in such a way that energy in your body goes to that particular part of the body. Interesting, no? Imagine, right now I have a headache. I need to send energy here to get relief of it. There are certain mudras and certain pranayama for it. Yeah? You are having a stomach pain. You are having menstrual cramps. Right now I need to send energy there to heal it. There are certain postures, certain pranayama which you can do it. You don't need tablets. I mean, just imagine, you don't need tablets. That is the power of pranayama. But we just need to learn to breathe right. Do you want to experience the power of your breath? That is what we will do over the next few minutes. Okay. So I'm going to teach you some pranayama that we will all do together, and then we will all practice it together. Shall we all do that? Experiential session. Lecture time over now. Theory over, now practicals. Okay. So what we will do is we are going to learn a simple pranayama called Vastrika. Please make sure there is enough space between your chairs so you are not banging each other. Check. Can you still hear me if I keep the mic like this? Yeah. So in Vastrika, what we're going to do is very simple. You're going to keep your hands by your side. It is very loose. Don't keep it tight. Yeah. You're going to keep it very loose. All you're going to do is when I say breathe in, you will put your hands up and the fingers will open up. And when I say breathe out, you will bring it down and close it. That's all. It's as simple as that. Okay? So you're going to breathe in and go up, breathe out and come down. As simple as this. How do you breathe in? Ooh! That's just a picture. Okay? So breathe in, you will go up, breathe out, you will come down. Okay? And 15 times. You can, I was just coming to it. If you want, you can take off your shoes. If it is leather, definitely take it off. Okay. And if some of you want to like use chairs behind to cross your leg, perfectly okay. Just feel comfortable. You don't need booklet pen and also remove all your baggage. Sit comfortably, make sure mobile phones are on silent. We will follow the pranayama with a very simple meditation. We will give instructions for that. So we do a trial first and then we will do all videos. Okay? Okay, let's all keep our hands by the shoulders. If any of you have high blood pressure, do this lightly. So normally how would you do it? Okay? If something comes out of your nose, don't worry. Everybody's eyes are closed. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah? Don't worry about it. This is meant to clear your nasal tract. Okay? So what you will do is breathe in and breathe out with force. People with hypertension, good children, listen. Now, if you have high blood pressure or you have had any nervous disorder or if you have had a heart surgery, do it very lightly. You know, it should be like this. Slowly. Okay? If you have had high blood pressure, a heart surgery or a heart ailment or a stroke, do it very lightly. You can do it, but do it very lightly. Got it, everybody? Yes. Yeah? All the others? Okay? With a little force. Shall we all do it? Sit comfortably. You know, all of you have very nice chairs. Don't put your elbow on the chair. Hold up your elbows. Okay? Good? Okay, on your mark. I will give you the count. Do it according to that. Okay? Breathe in, out. In, out. You go on top, fingers open. In, out. In, out. And relax. Everybody got it? Okay. I know I'm very beautiful, but don't keep your eyes open. Okay? Please keep your eyes closed and do the pranayama. Okay? Very good. Let's all keep our eyes closed, shoulders relaxed, and make sure you are keeping your elbows close to your body. See your elbows. Everybody look here 1 minute with your eyes open. You know, keep your elbows closed. Like don't keep it like that. And we are not in the gym, so don't do like no. It's just simple. Go up, come down. Go up, come down. Okay? Shall we all do it? Sit straight, keep both your feet firm on the ground. Should take a video and you're struggling with it. Okay? Good. So let's get ready for Vastrika. Keep a nice big smile on your face. Take a deep long breath, eyes closed. And we will do 3 rounds of 15 counts each. Keep a nice big smile on the face. We are not starting until everybody smiles. Now Vastrika, breathe in, out, up, down, up, down, in, out, 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 and relax. Gently keep your palms on your thighs, open and facing the ceiling. Let the eyes be closed. Slowly open your eyes. Is this comfortable to everybody? Yeah? We will do some more rounds of this. What I would recommend is that you keep your chairs like this so that when you rest, you can rest with your palms on your lap. It should be facing upwards. Is that okay? Yeah. And if you feel that will distract you, just keep it down. The phone and paper and don't keep anything on your lap so you can chill and do. Okay, now we will do continuous, 2 rounds of Bhastrika. Okay? Each round about 15 counts. Let's all get into position again. Take a deep, long breath in and breathe out. And after we finish 2 rounds, we will also do a short meditation. All you have to do is to keep your eyes closed and just listen to the instructions. Keep a nice smile on your face. Now with a little bit of force, Bhastrika, breathe in, out, 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 in, 9, in, 10, in, 11, in, out, in, 13, in, 14, in, 15, and relax, keep the eyes closed. And just become aware of the energy in the body. Hands on your lap, open and facing the ceiling. ಕೈಗಳು ತುದಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಮೇಲ್ಮುಖವಾಗಿರಲಿ. Let's get ready for the second round of Bhastrika Pranayama. Third round rather. Loose fist in front of the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed. Eyes are closed. Keep a gentle smile on the face. Take a normal breath in and breathe out. One more deep, long breath in and exhale completely. Bhastrika, breathe in, out, 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 and relax. Palms on your thighs, open and facing the ceiling. Become aware of the sense of energy inside your body. Keep the eyes closed and body relaxed. Keep the body still. ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳು ಮುಚ್ಚಿರಲಿ, ಕೈಗಳು ತೊಡೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಮೇಲ್ಮುಖವಾಗಿರಲಿ. Let's chant Om 3 times. Take a normal breath in and breathe out. One more deep, long breath in and breathe out completely. Take another nice, deep, long breath in. Let's all chant. Take a deep breath in. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Breathe in. Keep a gentle smile on the face and listen to the instructions very lightly, without any effort. Become aware of all the sounds around you. People talking, the sound of vehicles, the sound of the fan, the breeze, even the music. Just become aware of it. gentle smile on the face. All the sounds around you, just accept it. There is no need to change anything. ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸರದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಬ್ದಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸೋಣ. ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವೇ ಬೇಡ. ಹೆಂಗಿದೆಯೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸೋಣ. Become aware of all the sensations in your body. Any tightness, any stiffness, any aches and pains, any discomfort, any comfort, whatever it is, just become aware of it. ನಮ್ಮ ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವ ಸಂವೇದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸೋಣ. Become aware of your thoughts. Positive or not so positive. Just let it be. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ. ಸರಿಯೋ ತಪ್ಪೋ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆಯೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿ. There is no need to change anything. Become aware of your emotions. Pleasant or unpleasant, just let it be. Become aware of the silence inside of you. You are peace. You are joy. Become aware of how calm it is inside. Take a nice big smile and smile at yourself. Become aware of how the mind has become so quiet, so peaceful. Become aware of your emotions. Become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of the sensations in the body. Take a deep, long breath in and breathe out. Take another nice, deep, long breath in and breathe out completely. Becoming aware of your body and your surroundings slowly and gradually. Whenever you feel complete, at your own pace, without any rush. Keep a nice big smile on your face. Bigger smile. Most of you are smiling about 32%. It's not even pass mark. Now some of you are at second class. Okay, most of you are at 65% smiling now. Let's take it higher, FCD. And let's give it a 100% university topper smile. And whenever you feel complete, at your own pace, without any rush, you may open your eyes. Good. Good. Very good. Okay. Bad. Very good. How many of you feel like you have slept for hours and got up? You feel fresh? How many of you are feeling fresh? How many of you feel like your mind is very calm? No thoughts at all? Yes or no? Yeah? We just meditated for 9 minutes. But it feels like you've done for a very long time, right? That's the power of meditation. A few minutes a day, when you invest in yourself, is like recharging your batteries. Right? Meditation is the way to recharge our energy. Do you all feel like now you can do another few hours of work? You're full? Yeah? That's the power of meditation. Yeah. Nature has given us such natural methods to energize ourselves, to de-stress ourselves at no cost, literally. You don't pay for your breath. So make use of it. All we did was what? Simple Bhastrika Pranayama. Just breathe in and breathe out with a little bit of posture. And then we sat and just observed different parts. What we did today is called as the Panchakosha meditation. Panchakosha means we have 5 layers to current existence. What all influences us. The environment influences us, the body influences us, our thoughts, our emotions. And when you go beyond all that, did you realize suddenly it will become very quiet? That is the self. Yeah? And connecting to the self is a big source of energy.
Heartbeat goes down.
Huh?
Heartbeat goes down.
Heartbeat goes down, yes. It definitely goes down, your heart rate comes down, and it's as if you are just sleeping like a baby. So no matter how hectic your life is, in fact, one of my teachers, his name was Siddhapaji, he used to say, on days that you don't feel like meditating, you should meditate twice a day. Because those are the days when the energy level is so low that you don't even feel like meditating. So on that day, double recharge. Yeah. So, I invite you all as a meditator for the last 18 years now. This has been my biggest secret to handling an extremely full day. So I used to play sports for the country. I used to play karate for India. I was the vice captain of the Karnataka throwball team. I have 2 children, and our families are all here. Parents, in-laws, everybody is in the same city, right? I'm an art of living teacher for the last, 14, 15, 16 years. I head the state youth programs for Karnataka. I run my own company. And this is not to tell you that, oh, I'm great. No, I'm not. All this is possible because I meditate every single day. Because I do something called a Sudarshan Kriya practice every single day. And that becomes my daily dose of recharge. So the moment you recharge, you have energy. When you have extra energy, what do? You give it to others. Through volunteering and things like that. Good? Yeah? So shall we all commit that we will do some form of meditation every day? Yeah? Very good. So what is the secret? So we'll come back to slideshow. So quick summary is that always have a vision for yourself. Bigger than job, home, children, parents. Always have a vision for yourself that is big. Because when you connect to something big, the smaller things don't worry you. Yes or no? Yeah? So that is your first key to stress management, is that you have a vision and don't let obstacles stop you. The second thing is focus on increasing your energy. The first thing that we do as human beings is to reduce the things around us. I'm doing work, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What should you do? Okay, what I will do is I will let go of one activity. No, that's not the solution. Yeah? The solution is do all of that but increase your inner energy, your inner Shakti, so that you can do all of that. And then you take a call what you want to do, what you don't want to do. Yeah? The third thing is empower yourself and empower others. What is empowerment? Empowerment is where you know how to manage your stress. You know. Very often we end up saying, you are the reason for the problem in my life. There is nobody in this world who is the problem for your peace of mind. You have a responsibility to manage your mind. You have a responsibility to manage your health. Do it. And when you do that, you empower others to manage theirs. Right? And last but not least, keep How do you do it? Through the breath. Simple pranayama, simple meditation, and life looks so much more clearer, calmer. Yes or no? Yeah. With that, I'd like to wish all of you all the very best. Wish you a lovely, stress-free life always. And if you would like to keep in touch, this is my LinkedIn ID. My name is Shrikala Sundarajan. You can find me on LinkedIn, and I'm happy to keep in touch and guide you along a very, very stress-free life in the way you require it. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good afternoon. There is no assessment, there is no attendance check. Okay?
Thank you for the wonderful session, ma'am. This is what talking about from gratitude and appreciation from the management side and from the department side. I would request Professor Ashwin